it be easier if you could just reverse and thrust with the direction that your joystick is going, like the Atari 2600 version of it was? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. Defender. Okay, so is that okay? I know. Okay, so here are my numerous problems with Defender. I really like the game, but the mechanics are so clunky. So here's for anybody that never played Defender in the arcades. There was a button for everything. So I am when I thrust, that's a button, and when I reverse, that's a button. And most people would say, well, wouldn't it be easier if you could just reverse and thrust with the direction that your joystick is going, like the Atari 2600 version of it was? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. Yes, it would be a completely different game. Now, I know that there is, I don't know if it's a plug-in or something. Again, as I've stated before, I don't know very much about MAME at all. So, except for everything that I needed to learn to get started with it to begin with, and to reprogram my controller, because my controller was not wired properly. Different story, different video. So anyway, the Defender controls, it would be just so much of an easier game if you could do that. If you could not have to sit here and think about all of the, you know, if I could just do this or that or the other thing. Of course, I'm sitting there complaining. I'm driving with no hands on the wheel, and I'm not getting killed until I get killed. So I'm going to try this again. So now that we've sort of talked through all of this, so instead of buttons, I wish it was controlled with more of it was controlled with a stick, because now I'm dealing with buttons for stuff that I'm normally just dealing with one hand. Like normally this hand is up, down, and forward and backward in this game would include reverse and thrust. You know, reverse is changing direction, and wow. My other gripe about this is I can't go into the dip switches. I can't change anything about this version of Defender that comes up with hyperspin. I could go in and try to see if I could find another version of Defender in MAME, but the one that hyperspin accesses is 3 strikes and you're out. You can't change anything. You can't change. It's just like Robotron. You can't change the number of ships you start with. You can't change the difficulty, and you can't change. See, I feel like I should just be. And like there, I hit something wrong, and then I'm all discombobulated. This is just, I should be busting through this shit. And I'm not. Because I just got so much stuff going on, and there's all these buttons, all these other buttons that I haven't even done yet. Like, if I did a challenge for Defender, it would... See, I don't even know where the smart bomb is. If I had to do a challenge for Defender... Okay, that's hyperspace. There's smart bomb. There he is. There it is. Smart bomb. Smart bomb. But anyway, so it would be so, I mean, I can see what the fun of this game would be. That's what makes me crazy. I could see what the fun of this game would be. I just don't have and I remember sitting there watching guys just go, I mean, they were just all over it. I don't have that coordination, which is probably why I can't play the guitar or the keyboard, piano very well or anything like that. I don't, I can do, caveman things, stick button, but I can't do like stick 15 buttons and all of that stuff. Like these guys that game and they have they're like my son has a mouse with 700 buttons on it, and how do you even remember what it is? Well, one has a knob in it. Well, a knob, what does that do? My thumb, I can barely feel a tooth if I stick it in my mouth. I'm not going to feel a nub on that one particular button. No. Anyway, I'm way off and way out. So Defender, not sure what this was, but if I can figure out the plugin or whatever it is to get into that, then I will definitely not only use it, but I would share it with you too. Just like I had to look up cheats for Qbert, to not cheats, but how to set up your stick for Qbert to make it work better. And it's still kind of challenging. You still have to hit that diagonal. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment. You have a fantastic day.